A man accused of cannibalism and hacking someone to death with an axe has just been granted conditional release, coming to a neighborhood near you. This is an amazing, amazing story. Pulling it up here from NBC Boston. Connecticut man accused of all these hideous things has been granted release according to the Connecticut Psychiatry Security Review Board. Just a few lines from this article. He's currently at Connecticut Valley Hospital in Middletown. Smith is accused of hacking a man to death with an axe in Bridgeport and eating part of the victim's brain and an eyeball. The PSRB said Smith has demonstrated long-term stability, remained engaged in all recommended treatments, and consistently followed his care. The board granted Tyree Smith's release after a careful review of his clinical progress, officials said. This is third world stuff. This is third world stuff to let murderer cannibals out of prison willy-nilly. No concern for the victims or the victims' families. Just, it's okay. He's out now. And what's funny is the leftists who promote this stuff, who promote clemency, who campaign ardently against the death penalty, even in principle, who want to go soft on crime, and some of them want to abolish prisons. They accuse conservatives who want to be a little tougher on crime. They accuse us of being kind of third world, medieval, this old tribal system of punishment. Quite the opposite. In the third world, one of the defining features is that the law is not evenly applied. It's capricious, criminals run loose, injustice dominates. And that's what we're doing here. We have a few more steps in the middle. We have a few more lawyers. We have the ACLU. We have all these campaigns based on dubious philosophy and ideology, but it's the same thing. You can literally murder and eat somebody in America. And if you fit the right narrative, racially, ideologically, maybe geographically, you'll get off the hook. That's crazy, man. That's totally crazy. How do you get to that point? I understand how you get to it in the third world. They just don't have enough resources to lock up the criminals. We're lousy with resources, man. We have a superabundance of resources. We choose not to lock up the criminals. Even the murderer cannibals. How do we get there? I'll tell you exactly how we get there. This is the consequence of perverting our justice system to throw retribution out the window. What do we think of when we think of our justice system today? We say it's a corrections system. It exists to rehabilitate people. And yeah, there's a correctional or rehabilitative aspect to punishment. There's also a deterrent aspect to punishment, which we also ignore. You punish bad guys to deter other bad guys. But the primary purpose of the criminal justice system is to punish people for having done bad things. That is the primary purpose. The leftists say, that's uncivilized. We don't want to just punish people. An eye for an eye will make the world blind. The primary purpose of the justice system has to be retribution. Because one, that is what is most closely connected to justice. Justice is giving to people what they deserve. When you do good, you get good. When you do bad, you get bad. But furthermore, everyone is in need of a little rehabilitation. Everyone's got problems. I got problems. I have temptations. I do bad things. Should I be thrown in prison? No, I haven't broken the law. No, should you be thrown in prison because, you want to reach for that fifth cupcake? No, you haven't broken a law. You go to prison for breaking the law, and you are punished for your crime. And hopefully you're rehabilitated there, and hopefully your presence there deters people. But you have to recognize that there are good things and bad things. And when you do bad things, you are punished for it simply for doing the bad thing. And if we are so morally confused in society. I mean, we're murdering babies. We're selling babies to the highest bidder. We're cracking open our border, allowing face-tattooed Satanists to flood our country with foreign criminals. I mean, we are real confused. But if we have now reached the point when we don't know, we can't discern the good or bad in murder and cannibalism, something about our justice system has really, really collapsed. That's a great clip. Hmm? Hmm. So ring the bell, subscribe. We'll see you next time.